Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the late edition of Cricket Happenings on a Saturday as usual. And what a Saturday we had today at the Bangalore Stadium, where the 7th and final one-day international was being played. And what a celebration for India. The reason being it was Diwali, the festival of lights and the festival of crackers. And let me tell you, crackers would have been absolutely abounding, in the sense there would have been a lot of crackers burst for this after the 7th one day international was over. And what a fitting end to this very fiercely contested series between India and Australia, where both the teams matched each other again in every department of the game, whether it be batting, bowling or fielding. But yes, today definitely the better team, even though India put up a mountain-like score. In fact, today was a day where lot of wickets stumbled. Lot of the bowlers were in for a very harrowing time because runs were flowing. It was raining fours and sixes. In fact, records stumbled. Let me talk about the records. What happened? Well, the final outcome was that India defeated Australia by 57 runs and took this particular trophy 3-2. So this was the final leg of the Australian tour of India as far as the one-day internationals are concerned, and that was all over. Now, for India, let me start off with the stupendous record. Now, as you know, there are only two people who have actually made, in fact, in the annals, I mean, in one-day internationals itself, India holds the proud record of having two double centurions initially. First one was Sachin Tendulkar, so first one was Virendra Sehwag and then Sachin Tendulkar. And today, one more person joined that very exclusive pantheon of cricketers, as Rohit Sharma played one of those, what a knock, a breathtaking knock of 209 runs of 158 deliveries, becoming the third double centurion for India. As I said, in one-day internationals, all the double centuries have been made by the Indians. 209 of 158 deliveries with 12 fours and 16 sixes. One more stupendous record. This was another record for Rohit Sharma. Now holds the record for the highest number of sixes hit in a one-day international. What a record! After that, the next record that went to, now it was the turn for Australia. In fact, India made 383 all out, and it was never looking like India would be making 383. But let me tell you, the start was good. As usual, Rohit Sharma and Shikhar Dhawan gave India a good start. They got a century opening partnership. In fact, it was Rob Bailey, the Australian skipper, who actually won the toss and decided to insert India into bat. And India, well, they definitely had a very good start. In 19 overs, they raised 112 for the first wicket before Shikhar Dhawan, after playing some very good strokes in his knock of 60 of 57 balls with 9 fours, departed LBW, bowled Doherty, the Xavier Doherty, the left-arm spinner. And after that, Virat Kohli came in. There was a huge, as you know, he's the even though he plays for Delhi, he plays for the Royal Challengers Bangalore, the IPL, and Bangalore is something which it is like a local crowd for Virat Kohli. And Virat Kohli, let me tell you, today would have been very disappointed, as after Dhawan departed, after just one run was added, Virat Kohli was a victim of a misunderstanding between Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, and Virat Kohli was the man who was dismissed. He was run out for duck, and what a great disappointment to the Bangalore crowd. But well, Virat Kohli, let me tell you, so as I said, he was in pink form, and it was a shame that Virat Kohli was run out. And at that time, 113 for 2, Australia might have thought that they have got their main wicket there as far as Virat Kohli is concerned. No doubt it was the most important wicket that every country would probably put a price on. But Virat Kohli was gone, and Australia might have fancied. But Rohit Sharma absolutely scuppered all the hopes that Australia had with one of those knocks, which, as I said, was raining fours and sixes. In fact, Rohit Sharma, in the last 50 runs, or probably the last 50 came in a very less number of balls. In fact, after once Virat Kohli was out, it was Suresh Raina's turn to join Rohit Sharma, and Suresh Raina, well, he took his time, but Rohit Sharma was the one. As I said, Rohit Sharma now has become a very consistent player, and what a refreshing change for India this is, because what Rohit Sharma is doing now is not only playing, he has started playing consistently, and that is very important. And today it was something that Rohit Sharma will remember throughout his one-day international career, as he went on to make his highest score in one-day internationals, breaking a record, joining Tendulkar and Sehwag as the third double centurion in one-day international cricket, and also holding the proud record of hitting 16 sixes. Now, can you imagine these 16 sixes went by Rohit Sharma? Rohit Sharma was coming on was on twinkling feet when the spinners were bowling. He took a lot of he really slammed Glenn Maxwell and Xavier Doherty all across the park to hit a lot of sixes. And Rohit Sharma, let me tell you, whatever shots he played, it was played with lots of ease. Whether it was hitting over the cover, hitting over mid-wicket, well, everything came easy to him. And after that, when Yuvraj Singh, after hitting a six, was out for 12 of the bowling of Faulkner, Dhoni joined him. Well, Dhoni definitely hit some brutal blows, and one of his shots was a real helicopter shot which went and hit the roof of the stadium over long on. What a shot that was of Faulkner. Even though Rohit Sharma played some exquisite strokes, he played and as I said once, and if you look at it, the last 5 overs, the partnership in the Rohit Sharma and Mahendra Singh Dhoni put on 100 runs. That is something which is absolutely phenomenal batting by the Indian batsman. And Rohit Sharma was absolutely absolutely on song, and the Australian bowlers didn't have a clue as to where to bowl to Rohit Sharma, because everything was disappearing into the sky there. What a player Rohit Sharma now for India. I think it's not a question of having one key player, but they have a lot of players on whom they can depend on. So Rohit Sharma today, as I said, getting on to the record with a double century, 209 of 158, about 12 fours and 16 sixes, a record in one-day internationals. And Mahendra Singh Dhoni was, I wouldn't say a spectator, but he also played his bit by making an unbeaten run out for 62 of just 38 deliveries with 7 fours and 2 sixes, hitting the stroke of the match when he played the helicopter shot of the bowling of James Faulkner, which went and hit the roof of the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. And finally, India totaled up 383 for the loss of 6 wickets. Now that was something which was never expected, and Australia would have been absolutely shell-shocked by this display of Indian batting, especially Rohit Sharma. Let's look at the bowling figures. As I said, it was a very tough day for the bowlers, with Clint McKay 10 overs no maiden, 1 for 89, Nathan Coulter 10 overs no maiden, none for 80, and James Faulkner 10 overs 1 for 75. Watson had to unfortunately leave the field a bit early because of an injury. 5 overs no maiden, none for 26. Xavier Doherty 10 overs was really carted all across the park. 74 runs leaked from 10 overs with 2 wickets. Glenn Maxwell bowled 4 overs no maiden, none for 32, and Aaron Finch 1 over, none for 2. And as far as Australia were concerned, well, they didn't have a good start, as Mohammad Shami actually picked up the wicket of Aaron Finch with a ball which nipped back into Aaron Finch. He was LBW for 5, and after that they lost Phil Hughes for 23 of 33 balls with 2 fours. Brad Haddin was promoted in the batting order. He did his bit by contributing 40 runs of 49 balls with 7 fours. But as has happened with India before, where Virat Kohli was run out, there was a similar situation now for Australia. And as you know, the Australian skipper has been a real thorn as far as India were concerned, and India would have been probably thinking in the same manner as Australia, when Bailey was gone, run out for 4. But let me tell you, but what followed later was something absolutely scintillating, because after Haddon's departure, the score at 70 for 4, and Jim Maxwell came into the picture, and Adam Bogues was also out, and Jim Maxwell, the time he came to the crease, he decided that he's going to take the attack to the Indian camp, and why not? That's the only way to play, and that's what Maxwell did. Maxwell played some real blinders, I would say. In fact, you look at his knock, he went on to equal another record which was held by the former Australian player Simon O'Donnell, who was the all-rounder there. He actually held the record for hitting 50 in probably 18 balls, and today Glenn Maxwell went on to equal that record of Simon O'Donnell when he hit 50 of 18 balls, and his final contribution was 60 of just 22 deliveries with 3 fours and 7 sixes. And let me tell you, he was the danger man. But once Glenn Maxwell was out, probably India might have fancied that they had a chance, and that is something that they could really get this Australian team all out. But let me tell you, James Faulkner, who already has shown his prowess previously, but in a very short span, but what James Faulkner did is he got company from Shane Watson. No, after that, James Faulkner was there. He was just playing second fiddle at the time, and Shane Watson joined, and now it was the turn of Shane Watson to go and crack 49 runs of just 22 deliveries with 2 fours and 6 sixes. Look at the amount of sixes that were hit. It is truly phenomenal, and this is something, I will tell you the number of sixes that were hit in this particular one-day international match. And after that, it was the turn of James Faulkner, and India, as I said, they were absolutely frustrated when, after Nathan Coulter-Nile was out for 3, Clint McKay joined James Faulkner, and James Faulkner, my word, he also started hitting the ball to all parts of the ground. There was a sweet sound of the ball meeting the bat as far as James Faulkner was concerned, and I'm very, very safe to say that Australia have truly unearthed an all-rounder of real class in James Faulkner. What a knock from him. He got to his maiden century today in one-day international cricket by making 116 runs of just 73 balls with 11 fours and 6 sixes struck cleanly, and he got company from Clint McKay, and India were absolutely frustrated. And at the time when James Faulkner was there at the crease, it was looking like probably, India were probably wanting to have his wicket, and it was pretty tough for them. And it was Clint McKay was also at the other end, was frustrating them, and Clint McKay gave good support to James Faulkner, and James Faulkner went into his merry way, and every bowler, in fact Vinay Kumar, another record that we have to speak about is James Faulkner's century. 116 was something. He hit the fastest century by an Australian in one-day international cricket, equaling the record that was held by probably surpassing the record which was held by Matthew Hayden, the Australian player who currently is commentating for Star Sports, and his record was put in the dark, as James Faulkner now holds the record for the fastest one-day international century by an Australian. He made 116 of 73 balls with 11 fours and 6 sixes, and like how India surprised Australia with Rohit Sharma hitting a double century, this was the turn for Australia to surprise India. And for one moment, when James Faulkner was along with McKay, it looked like probably James Faulkner might do the impossible. But finally, Clint McKay was out, the 9th wicket partnership, which yielded, that is something which has to be really, really commended, because with the number 9 batsman, it was James Faulkner who took the score from 211 for 8 in the 31st over to the 45th over, and that is the time when the wicket fell, when Clint McKay was clean bowled by Jadeja for 18 of 37 balls with 3 fours, and then finally when Xavier Doherty walked in, Faulkner had that was the time when Faulkner had to go for his strokes because it was 1 wicket remaining, and Faulkner finally holed out as he tried to hit Mohammad Shami. The ball went into the air and Dhawan held the catch, and what a great relief for India, as India won the match finally by a margin of 57 runs. But let me tell you, this was scintillating batting from the Australians, especially from James Faulkner, Jim Maxwell and Shane Watson, who really gave Australia not only the hope but also probably really scaring India really out in this particular match. Now 326 all out was the final tally for Australia in reply. In fact, it was absolute entertainment for the crowd, and as I said, it was Diwali. Diwali is a festival of, it's a fireworks and also a lot of happiness. But today, let me tell you, it was a real Diwali in India, as at least one can say at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore, it was real Diwali, with the crackers being burst by both the Indian and Australian batsmen. Whereas, as I said, this particular match went down in history as a match where the maximum number of sixes were scored in a one-day internationals. Let me tell you, let me give you the count. 18 sixes were hit by India, and let us look at the sixes that were hit by Australia. Australia hit 19 sixes. So 19 sixes from Australia, and 19 sixes apiece by India and Australia. Absolute fireworks for Diwali, and 38 sixes, which went on to be a record as far as six hitting is concerned in one-day international cricket. And look at the bowling figures. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar 8 overs on maiden, none for 47. Mohammad Shami 8.1 overs no maiden, 52 runs and 3 wickets, bowled well. Vinay Kumar was the one who had serious tap from the Australian batsman. Everybody went after him, whether it is Glenn Maxwell, James Faulkner or Shane Watson. They really put Vinay Kumar's attack to the sword, and not only that, they gave him that record, a record that you would like to forget, where Vinay Kumar now becomes the most costliest bowler in one-day international cricket as far as India is concerned, because he leaked 102 runs and he becomes the now he holds the record for the most number of runs conceded by an Indian bowler in one-day internationals. 9 overs, no maiden, 102 runs and 1 wicket. Ashwin 10 overs, no maiden, 2 for 51, and Jadeja got 3 for 73, and Rohit Sharma, we all knew that he was going to be the man of the match, but Rohit Sharma also went on to take the player of the series, and he richly deserved so. And as I said, for Rohit Sharma now, what the good thing that has happened for Rohit Sharma is that now his consistency has become consistent as far as this is concerned. That is what has been lacking in the past, and now, as I said, now India can really, India are definitely looking forward, but now the Indians batting is getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And what a match we had. As I said, it was real Diwali here at the Chinnaswamy Stadium in Bangalore. And well, that's all over with India winning the series 3-2. But let me tell you, this was one of those fiercely contested series. I have not seen any India-Australia series so fiercely contested as this one. And let me tell you, it was pure entertainment for the Chinnaswamy Bangalore crowd. Not only that, this whole India versus Australia one-day international series has been chock full of entertainment, and that is what the crowds are coming here to pay and see these one-day internationals. What a fair we had, what a spectacle we had as far as this one-day international series was concerned. And according to me, as I said, this was the most fiercely contested one-day international series ever between India and Australia, and with India taking the trophy 3-2. But full credit to both India and Australia for providing such wholesale and wholesome entertainment to the spectators at the Chinnaswamy Stadium, Bangalore. Well, happy Diwali to all those dear friends and subscribers who are celebrating Diwali today. Thanks for your company. But before I go, let me tell you, I couldn't cover yesterday's match because of the shortage of time. As you know, Pakistan actually leveled the one-day series. Now, they have already leveled it. Now the third one-day international is coming up to be played at Abu Dhabi on 6th of November. Pakistan, bowling well, won the match by 66 runs. I'm not going to go into detail because this YouTube broadcast has already gone for 20 minutes. Thanks for your company. and thanks for your continued cooperation and support to this Cricket Happening show. Your host Ram will see you tomorrow, and tomorrow, let me tell you, dear friends and subscribers, tomorrow we have another game coming up, but not a mere, no, it's a mere formality as far as Bangladesh is concerned. Bangladesh would like to make a clean sweep of the one-day international series, but for New Zealand, well, if they have to save face, they have to win that one-day international which is coming up tomorrow. So I'll be back with a full match report on that particular third one-day international which is coming up tomorrow. Until then, it's good night from your host Ram. Thanks.